Hi guys, Henry Horror here. With me to help bring the horror is my co-host, Mr. Johnny Noise.
Hey guys, obviously, as you can see, we have a pretty unique program coming to you. Uh, Not sure what's going to happen or how it's going to happen, but it's going to be pretty cool. Henry had set this one up with Joe and his partner in crime, and I'm going to kick it to Henry for the formal introductions. So have a drink on this one, I guess, and let's just roll with the program. Go ahead, Henry.
All right, guys, we're gonna do a review of the 1978 Dawn of the Dead. And to help us do the review, we have with us Mr. Joe G and Rob the Zombie.
Henry, Johnny, man, thank you for having us. Rob, say hi
No
to
problem.
everybody out there. Yeah, you like that, huh? Guys, thank you so much for having us.
No problem. No
Oh, you're
problem.
welcome. That's
Um,
that's cool as hell, man. I
Thank you.
gotta say that is definitely cool.
yeah. So, Rob, what do you think of Dawn of the Dead?
Well, pretty much, Rob says, the classics can never die. And that happens to be Joe G's birthday when the film first came out in 1978. And I've been watching horror since I was a kid. So, I am no stranger to horror movies. That's including that 1978 version of Dawn of the Dead.
Right on. Rob, were some of your relatives in the film?
Were they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Some of his relatives were in the film. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Night of the Living Dead comes out in 1968, and 10 years later, we get a sequel. We get, uh, Dawn of the Dead. So, uh, this one, I think, Dario Argento had a lot to do with getting this one out. So he flew George Romero and his wife out to Rome so George could write the script. Now they George didn't know much Italian and Dario Argento didn't know much English, but they got stuff done. They got that work on the script together. Dario Argento also helped with the band that did the soundtrack Goblin or Goblin in Italy as it's called. What do you think of Goblin, Rob? You like their music in the movie?
Yep. Rob said he loved that music. He loved that music that was in the movie.
He's
It's
down.
pretty
He's
Yeah,
down.
no,
yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty trippy. it's it's pretty trippy, yeah. Um Also, I think what helped make that movie was definitely Tom Savini's special effects as well. Um I've heard that they were supposed to be gray, the zombies were, but for some reason in the Technicolor and the camera lenses, they ended up looking blue or green.
They were
So
blue to the skits on. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
So, uh, uh, getting to Rob the Zombie here is it how what when did this not to steer away from the movie part of it? I'm just really curious because number one, I want one, but number two, I don't know if I have to adopt one of his relatives or how does this work, but whatever it takes. But what when did you and Rob the Zombie kind of hook up? How did all this be
Okay.
start?
So Rob and I came into contact with each other back in late April, and we've been this dynamic duo together since then. I had no intention of finding Rob. We just sort of found each other, and puppeteering actually came quite natural to me. I literally practiced in front of a mirror for 30 minutes, and I said, "Me and this guy are gonna go places. We're gonna go
We
out
gotta
there.
go.
We're gonna meet people. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go to all these events." And yeah, it's been a great ride so far. It's only been a few months, but Rob and I are really really having fun. Me being like I said, I am a horror freak at heart.
Hmm.
So Rob and I we go together. We pair up together well. So this is what I do. This is what I love. It's really enjoyable, especially when we get out there and meet all the people. Ain't that right, Rob? Yeah, meeting all the people. If we
Yeah,
can brighten up their day, we go
yeah,
to event. We're not there to steal the spotlight from whatever it is, but if we go to an event and a family goes home and says, "Oh man, that was so cool," or they go tell their friends, "Man, we saw this zombie puppet," and it's even coming out that me and Rob are finding ourselves on social media all over the place where we don't even know these people, and it's the feeling is just it's so awesome, guys. I can't stress that enough. How good of a feeling it is that we could just go out there, just a couple of couple of nobody guys, a guy with his puppet, go out there and really make someone's day, really make a good memory for them, and they're gonna have that for a lifetime. And we're gonna run into these people again and again. Me and Rob and I, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna make so many friends, just like you, Johnny and Henry, just like you have a song, man. That's what it's all about: sharing the love,
Yeah.
making friends, making memories.
wow.
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
you've gone to some horror show conventions or something,
Yes,
or
yeah. So
okay,
we've gone to
okay,
some smaller events.
right.
Our first big event was at Big Texas Terror, which was this past June here in San Antonio, Texas, at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. That was our debut. That was the first time I had taken Rob to a really, really big event, and it was kind of how receptive we were going to be, but we got some pretty good interactions there with all the convention attendees and whatnot. We were supposed to travel to the Houston Horror Film Festival this past weekend. Uh, my daughter, who was pregnant with her first child, started having contractions Thursday night
Oh,
before we
okay,
left. So,
yeah.
me and Mrs. Joe G, we talked, and I explained it to Rob. He was looking forward to it, but family comes first.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna be there for miss the birth for one of my grandchildren. We missed out on that, but guess what, man? Houston Horror Film Festival is going to be there next year, and me and Rob will definitely be there. Ain't that right, Rob? Yep.
Wow, that is too cool. We can jump back into the movie a little bit here, man. I know I kind of diverted the
No,
conversation
no,
because
that's
I'm
that's
like I'm
perfect.
like
That's perfect.
I got the whole thing, and this whole Rob the Zombie thing is just tripping me out. I think it's super. It's like yeah. I
Hey,
got your number,
stop
buddy.
showing off. Stop showing off, all right? We're guests. Remember that. You stop showing off. Are you going to stop showing off? No,
No.
No.
no, no. Settle down. Wow. Stop. I'm sorry, guys. He gets excited. He does have his moments. Please forgive him. This is all new to him, but he is grateful to be here, guys. Just be patient with him. That's
No,
all,
it's
man.
all good.
It's all
So
good.
when you went out to the convention or you go out like say in public, and you kind of just dress casual and just drag him
Yeah,
along, or
I,
you
I, I dress casual. Actually, Rob,
okay?
I'm just holding Rob here on my lap. But
Yeah.
actually, it does take a little work to go out prepare with Rob.
Hmm.
I do wear a hoodie that does have a built-in harness, and that just helps because I could be out there for hours, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just the built-in harness inside that hoodie. It helps me hold Rob a little better. His actual arms will wrap entirely around me. His front
Right.
arm, his hand, and the back as well. So yeah,
Okay.
it does take a little prep, and it's not always an easy task as we do live here in South Texas. You're
Oh, the
at
heat.
summertime, walking around
Yeah,
with a hoodie, and I'm the type of guy that really gets overheated. So yeah,
yeah.
sometimes it's bearable, but I tell you what, guys, it is worth it in the end. It really is.
Wow. How much does he weigh? I mean, a few pounds or
Rob is surprisingly, Rob only weighs about 8 pounds. He's pretty
Oh
lightweight.
wow.
Yeah, he's pretty
wow.
lightweight.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
you know, and his weight is not the problem. It's just sometimes, going through here, going with the motions with Rob, things like that, whatnot, it
Yeah.
does get tiring. It does get
Right,
tiring a
right.
bit, man. But the minute I get to a convention, from the minute I leave, I'm going to give Rob and everyone he meets, I'm going to give him 100% the entire time I am there.
Wow,
So
wow.
awesome.
This is cool, and wow, yeah. I think I think it's definitely cool. But yeah. So you want to jump back to the movie for a second and get into
Yeah,
that?
But
just a little
before
bit,
I
because
do, I do want to say something. I do want to bring up one thing before we get back into the movie. Our buddy Billy Bones, the lead singer of the Deftones, really wanted to join us too, and discuss the movie with us. But fortunately, but unfortunately, he couldn't do it. But the only reason he couldn't do it is because he's having rehearsal because his band is playing tomorrow night. So, guys, if you're out there tomorrow in the Scranton, PA area, go to a club called the V Spot and check out Billy Bones and the Deftones. You will not be disappointed. They sing
no,
about
yeah, yeah,
every kind of horror movie known to man. Like they sing from everything about true crime, like the Night Stalker, all the way down to the Leprechaun. So,
That is awesome.
so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's
Um,
he
but
was he was
yeah,
he was a pretty cool guy. When we had him on, so
oh yeah, he really wanted to do this with us, but he was like,
yeah,
I've got rehearsal, I've got a show the next day. So I was like, no problem. So he's gonna be on when we do in October. We're thinking about doing a Evil Dead 2 episode, so maybe you and Rob can join us for that one
yeah,
too. Uh,
yeah.
Yeah,
but
Rob would definitely love to join you guys for the Evil Dead.
Evil Dead too. I mean, hey, he might have a couple of cousins or somebody knows in that movie too. You know, we
Yeah,
can relate
Evil
to that.
Dead.
So,
That's Evil Dead is one of my favorite, personally, one of my favorite franchises.
yeah,
wow,
me
yeah,
too,
yeah,
me too.
wow,
Um, so um, So speaking of getting back to Tom Savini doing the special effects, not only did he do special effects, he also acted a part in the movie and did a lot of stunts. And I think he did a lot more stunts uh, than I realized before watching the regular U.S. cut version of the movie, because this movie got released in Italy first. Then the following year I believe the following year in Canada and the U.S., and there had to be cuts made to it.
yeah.
Uh, the longest version that I've seen, I just came across the other day on YouTube. I had no idea it existed. It was called the Complete Cut Extended Mall Hours is what it was called, and it's almost 2.5 hours long.
Wow.
It's a long time.
Yeah, yeah. You need an intermission for that one.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing, and Henry, if I can't say the original version was long, so I remember seeing that as a kid. Honestly, guys, it took me about, man, my first memory. I had to be at least 7 years old, but because the original
Wow.
movie itself was so long, uh, I probably didn't see it from start to finish till I was about 9 years old, and it was just like bits and pieces. Come on, a 7-year-old kid who loves horror, but even then, my attention span kind of would go
Couldn't
off,
take it.
or
Oh
someone would
yeah,
arrive, we go outside, but yeah, it did take me a while to complete that entire movie from start to finish because of the length of it. And that's
Yeah,
oh
just the
yeah,
original version. We're not even talking about the one you're talking about, the mall hours, the extended.
yeah.
right, right.
I spent the better part of the day watching that one, just because I wanted to see what was different, and because I've seen a couple of different cuts of that movie, um, but there is a lot more to it. Like at the beginning when they're running and they're gonna take off in the helicopter, and they meet Ken Foray and Roger, the guy that plays Roger. There's a whole scene before that where they show Flyboy and Fran land the helicopter, and they're going to go get gas, and there's like some rogue cops there already, and Joe Pilato that played Rhodes in Day of the Dead is in that scene. He was the main bad guy in Day of the Dead, and he comes out as a rogue cop
Okay.
in that scene, and it's a pretty lengthy scene. So I was like, wait a minute. When he popped up, I was like, wait a minute, that's Rhodes, man. Like, that's Rhodes. Like, it would have been interesting to see if because Rhodes was an army guy and he was a soldier in Day of the Dead. You know, it would have been cool to like maybe he was in, you know, maybe he was a law officer for a while and then he enlisted or
Mhm.
something. You know, bit of a backstory. I don't know, but it was cool. It was cool to see him to know that he had a part in Dawn of the Dead as well. You know, um, I love the concept of being in a mall and going to like, you know, it went from let's catch our breath to hey, we're sitting on a gold mine here. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because you
definitely.
could hold up in a mall for a while. Um, you know that concept is just oh man, they hit on something there. I think that led to some of the success of the movie is that they were able to go around the malls. The stores were locked down. They went around and they went on a hunt, and you know they secured that place and they were able to be there for a while.
For a
So
while. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it's amazing when you see those characters really develop. Hey, we're in a mall, just like you said, Henry. Yeah, we are in a gold mine. Let's make this work. And you know, they would manage to do that for a bit.
yep, yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh, I liked also that they stayed, even though they had the whole mall to run around in. Uh, that they stayed pretty much upstairs in that room, out of
Hmm.
the way of everything, just in case something happened. You know, which is the smart way to go about it, I think.
Yeah.
Speak.
So,
Uh, uh,
so
uh, uh,
what's your favorite scene? Anybody?
Trying to think. So my favorite scene probably would be oh god, there were so many. Let's talk about how making it work. And I cannot for the life of me I cannot remember the character's name, but he was one of the SWAT guys when he had already gotten bit. We're still gonna make this work. When they're going out collecting supplies and they start pulling them in that little stroller, and you got that scene coming to life. Yeah, we're gonna make this work. Uh, Basically, they're trying to figure out a way how to get through because the zombies have pretty much taken over that area, and
yeah,
they
yeah.
tell him, "Can you start that car? Look at the car. Can you start that car?" And he goes, "Yeah, I can." So there you go, dragging them out there to start that car so they can start moving around again and get to where they needed to be. I think at that point they were trying to go back up to the front area of the mall
Yeah.
to secure those doors over there. If my memory serves me correctly, they
Yes.
were trying to get over there, but there were just too many zombies for them to make it on foot, even outrunning them. As slow as those zombies were in the
Yeah, yeah,
1978 version,
exactly.
yeah, there were just too many.
Yeah.
They were slow, weren't they?
He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you take speak about shopping malls. You take Rob out shopping.
Yes, we have been to several malls actually. We've been to the Wonderland of the Americas, and we have been to Ingram Park Mall. Ingram Park Mall, we had a lot of fun, and I do have some. We'll share with everyone later. I do have some videos up on my TikTok. Rob actually goes to the what is that? The eyebrow threading place there in the mall.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
he goes jewelry shopping. You know, he does all kinds of cool stuff at the mall, and it's amazing because you know, I for first time doing that, I'm like, I don't know what to think. I don't know if these shop owners, these vendors that are running these kiosks, that they're going to tell me, hey, no camera, get out of here. No, these these uh these salesmen are right there with their cameras on me and Rob, and they're all, no,
Wow,
come back,
wow.
come back. Now, you know, me and Rob, you know, we go and we do our 20, 30-second interaction. They're like, no, come back. We want you to come. Can you do that again? Can you do this? Can you do that? And we're like, sure. You know, we love doing stuff like that. And, you know,
Right,
and
right.
that's like I said, you know, Rob and I are appearing on social media. We're seeing some of these videos and these pictures that all these
Wow.
great people are putting out, man. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Rob does love going to the mall. You too, don't you,
yeah,
man? Yeah, he
yeah.
loves going to the mall. That's one of his favorite places.
Wow.
Uh,
Well,
Another spot, and we don't have a video. We went to the original cookie company, and Rob just there sticking his head over the counter, just eyeing all those cookies right there. The poor employees are trying to work, and they're trying to work that register, serve people, but they're just busting out in laughter. That's how much joy Rob brings to these people. And they're right. You're a good guy, buddy. You really are, man. You're just misunderstood. That's all. That's
just,
all, right? Yeah, you're just misunderstood.
That's
just
all it is.
Now he's getting
Okay.
bashful.
Now I was getting bashful.
It's all right, buddy. It's okay.
Oh my God,
It's
that's
all
too
right.
funny. So you just showed up at the mall with him and just went in there and just and did your thing and nobody questioned.
Just went with it, man.
Just
Nothing,
went with it. The hell with let's
nothing but
go.
laughs and little jump scares, things like that.
Yeah.
Our best interaction so far was with a guy. It had to be a 1 year old baby. I'm walking past. I am wary of the kids. If I see the kids are scared, hey, me and Rob, we're gonna keep walking. We're not gonna stop doing our thing, but maybe we're gonna walk a little quicker, trying to get away with you. This mom stopped me and says, "I just want to see how she is going to react."
Oh my
Mind
God.
you, if this was still in July, this 1 year old little girl is dressed. I think she had like a pumpkin onesie on. So as soon as I
Oh
saw it, I said, "This is a Halloween baby," and
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm still a little weary. I did lower Rob's voice box a little bit louder, but we did the breathing like that. And guys, you should have seen it. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. This baby's eyes were just locked on Rob. Would not move, not flinching, no signs of scare.
Wow.
Just, who is this guy? So we go Rob a little lower, and you just see this little smile come across her face. And I
Right.
told the mom, I said, "Yeah, you got you a Halloween baby." She says,
Oh,
"Oh yeah, I
really?
do." That's my favorite holiday, Halloween. So I love
Right.
seeing things
Right.
like that. But yeah, if you do see us in the public and you got kids that scared, me and Rob are gonna do my thing. This, unless you're a parent who wants to play a play a joke on your kid, yeah, we'll help you out with that. But Rob is a very respectful kind of guy. We're not gonna we're not gonna cross any boundaries. We're not gonna overstay our welcome or anything like that, man. We feed off the
Right.
crowd. The way the crowd reacts to us, the way these people react, that's what Rob is feeding off of. Okay, so he's gonna feed off everybody. He just wants everybody to have a good time, have a laugh, have a good fright.
Wow.
That's good. That's
That is
good. That's good.
that's that is so cool, man. That is, I mean, it's you know, uh, 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 to turn you got a character like that, and to turn it into more of an entertainment thing and not trying just to scare the crap out of people. And
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You'd be jumping out of a corner somewhere or hiding behind something and just, But I think you got something going on here as far as like social media goes, stuff like that. 'Cause, something like this can
Oh, yeah.
really do a little something because
yeah,
people will react to what you're doing, you know.
yeah. We are having a
So
great time so far with
yeah,
TikTok. I've had TikTok for years, but I think it's probably been maybe about a month that we started uploading. Rob's already gotten almost 2,000 followers, so we
so
must be doing something right. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
went into this with I just wanted to go out and have fun with Rob. I never thought about the social media, but I did started posting things on Facebook and Instagram, and I say, hey,
yeah,
I got a TikTok. Let me try it out there. But so far, TikTok has been the most successful for Rob. We're still posting on Instagram and Facebook as well.
right,
So we're out there. We're getting out there, and we're trying to. We're having fun. I came into this with no expectations. It's all about having
sure,
fun. That's what
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all about.
Yep, definitely. That's when me and John started this. It's, hey
it's
man,
fun.
we're just gonna do this and we're just gonna have fun with it. We're just gonna let it roll and have
Hmm.
fun with it.
Yeah.
And it's been an amazing ride so far. So
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I it's
It takes
it,
you guys got something special, man. Stay with it. I did come across someone once. I think we're at the Wonderland. This female has I don't know. She had like about, I don't know, maybe about 100,000 followers. And for the life of me, guys, I'm sorry, I can't remember what her Instagram name. But she's a horror chick. And yeah, I told her, yeah, we started posting on TikTok, and she says, yeah, just stay consistent. They'll come to you. They'll find you.
yeah,
oh
People
yeah.
want to be
yeah,
entertained. People want to
correct.
be talked to on a personal level.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
That's what.
Definitely.
So we're kind of finding that out too. Is we're bringing on a diverse crowd here. We have actors, we have musicians, we have artists, and now we have Rob. We have performers. So, I think it leads to you know uh, your channel being more diverse and not just the same thing like over and over and over. Like say you had a music channel, so all you did was music, music, music. You
Yeah,
know, so this allows us to bring uh, uh, different forms of entertainment and expressionism. I mean, Rob's just an extension, and you get to express, your
definitely.
kind of horror movie thing and whatever through him, which I think is I think it's really cool. And then we had movie stars on our show. We're just getting started. I mean,
Yeah,
we
definitely.
Oh
if
yeah.
you'd have told me, I would have said there's no way. And then Henry gets these responses from these people, and we're like, yeah, put them on. Well, let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and there's people here locally that I've had in studios. So far we did 2 live guests that we did right from my studio, and so it just keeps on evolving into whatever it's going to be. But
Hmm.
you keep doing what you're doing, and I think it's gonna, you know, you're doing it for yourself and for the fun of it, and to make people smile and everything, and it
Yeah,
also
definitely.
it'll it'll come back to you. Trust me, if you keep
Yeah.
doing what you are doing.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I think it's really, really, really cool. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't don't have the courage. It's probably the best word I can think of to do that. What you're doing, because they think, oh, that's stupid, or I can't do this, and uh, even what we do, we want to have we invited people on, and they're just so camera shy, and so I can't function in front of a
Hmm.
camera. They freak out, and, you know. So it takes a certain type of person to want to perform, whether it's here live or what have you. Because you're gonna take your lumps. You're gonna get critiqued. You're gonna say, whatever. I certainly
Yeah.
have with my music and stuff. Or some people, this, that, and the other. But we've been doing this, and like we just go. We just
Yeah.
go. You know,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
whatever whatever it does, it does. And we've met and talked to so many cool people. I you know I can't even begin to count. And like I said, we are at the very beginning of our kind of journey doing this. Upgraded camera equipment. In fact, I'm sending Henry out some new equipment and updating everything to get it more,
Oh yeah.
to do our thing. So, but yeah, you obviously have something going on, and I think it's cool. And uh,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you're doing. I think you're doing a positive thing too, entertaining people. You make people laugh, or whatever the case is, And so obviously you said you get a great response off what you do. So and it's just a cool it's a cool thing, and you get your puppeteering down, and you do
Yeah.
your thing, and and it right, exactly. So you're interacting one way with somebody, and then you don't even realize that you're moving the puppet around, so it's like a separate thing altogether.
Yeah.
So that's when it really starts to kind of click. 'Cause you're not a ventriloquist, but the animation of Rob, in conjunction to you being the normal guy, and he's just doing this thing while you're like, you're trying to be the straightforward guy, and Rob's going all doing the
Yeah.
crazy stuff, and, it, and this
Yeah, that's exactly it. There's been time we've encountered a group of kids, and I'm walking straight. I'm going about mine, but you see these kids. What is that?
yeah,
Rob does this bit as I'm walking
yeah,
by, he's looking at him, or goes
yeah,
past him,
yeah,
staring them down. And I
yeah, yeah.
happen to turn, I just turn around once to see what they're kind of doing, and they're hiding behind mom or dad, or they're like, "Ugh," like that. I'm walking, man. I'm walking to meet that celebrity. Rob's doing his thing. Rob wants to play. That's Rob. I'm going this way.
Right, right, and that's when you start perfecting your kind of craft, because you're a puppeteer. You know it, the movements become fluid, it becomes second nature. You know what I mean? So you're not thinking about, oh, I gotta move Rob's head, or I gotta do this. It just happens. You just
Yeah,
automatically in the
exactly.
moment. He just does his thing, and that's when it's cool. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just think that it's an awesome uh, uh, art form, and then also to have it come from the horror movies and everything else. Me being a kind of a old school horror punk guy, is definitely right up my alley for sure. And of course, I mean Henry, he's definitely a horror movie fanatic. As you can never tell. But
Yeah.
so, but you know, and it's all about the fun, man. You know, we have fun, and
Yeah, definitely.
you know, but I think Henry has a good idea about maybe reviewing some horror flicks. You know,
Yeah,
we'll figure out when, what, where, well, whatever it is. And then maybe we can just, as we do these things, just have you guys on when
definitely.
we're
Definitely.
reviewing whatever horror movie, and then I think that'll be a good kind of collaboration because we're talking about horror and this, that,
Definitely,
and the other.
man.
And we got
We
Rob
would
over
love,
here who gets to
yeah,
go
we would love to come
for it.
on when you guys do these horror reviews, horror
I'm
movie reviews.
telling
We'd love
you,
to come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
And Johnny, I will say, man, I am having so much fun here. I'm not stopping with Rob. By late September, early October, I do have a new puppet coming in.
Oh,
Her
cool.
name is Lola, and she is a clown. So we're gonna have Lola the clown's gonna be joining me and Rob's. I'm not gonna stop here. I'm at the beginning stages of Rob,
Right.
but I mean, to me, you're either rising or you're dropping. I don't think there's no middle.
No,
If you got something
no.
special, go with it.
You go.
So
Definitely.
Lola should be here. I'm hoping late September, but Lola the clown should be ready to go by October at least, just in
Wow.
time. Spooky season is upon us. That's my personal belief. July 5th, spooky season begins, but Lola should be with us by October for the month of Halloween. So
Wow.
we're looking forward to her. And
And there,
guys, I have this. I love zombies, of course, but I also have this really sick fascination with clowns. I don't know why. I've
yeah,
always loved clowns.
yeah.
My sister, quite opposite, man. She is terrified of clowns. We're like night and day. And it was so
Wow.
funny when
Wow.
we were kids. We go to the circus or somewhere. My mom would try to take her, to go see the clown. She like freezing tense, and it wasn't until her adult years that she told us that she's really afraid of clowns. I don't know why, man. To me, a clown just wants a hug, but
Well,
I love clowns. Yeah, but we're
yeah,
really, really excited that Lola will be joining me and Rob. So we're gonna go with that.
cool. And there's plenty of movies with all kinds of clown movies
Oh
that
yeah,
are, oh my God. I mean, I can name a bunch of them just off the top of my head. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, just to
Killer
name
Clowns from
one.
Outer
I
Space.
mean,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we can
Yeah.
really get nuts, with all this stuff. And but I'm sure Henry would agree. I think that this would be a good concept to have on, you know, uh, 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 with you and Rob or you and the Lola,
Lola.
the clown.
Yeah, Lola.
I think it'll be really cool. So I'm definitely down for all this stuff. I think it's awesome. You know, uh, I'm sure Henry would agree. I mean, he
Oh
loves all this
yes.
stuff too. I mean,
Oh
it's
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So um, other than me getting my own Rob the Zombie, I don't know what else. Maybe I'll find one of my wife's Marie Osmond dolls and paint it up or something. I don't know. She might get pissed off, but but yeah, you know what? I'm really, really, I'm really digging this. This is super, super cool. I mean, you can see my whole studio is full of skulls and this and that and dragons
Yeah.
and and it's like a kid's dream. It's like I'm a kid who's got a couple dollars who can buy shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Exactly.
and it's just stuff I have and stuff that people have sent me through my music too. Like all kinds of crazy paintings and stuff that. So it's just really, really cool. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
but I think you keep doing what you're doing, and certainly have a fan in myself. I think it's really, really cool, and I'm certainly going to check out your TikTok stuff and your other videos, and we will put your links tagged at the end of our show.
Awesome. Thank you. We
People know where,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
and we'll get all that figured out. And at the end of the show, there'll be a whole block of who you were, Rob the Zombie, where to find you guys and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yeah.
Really appreciate that.
Oh, look, this is some cool stuff, and it's fun. And I think together we can have some fun with all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Hands down.
Aside from all the music stuff we do, I think this is definitely pretty pretty cool. So like I said, the invitation is definitely open to you guys for
Thank you so
sure.
much, guys. Anytime
Oh
you
yeah,
guys want us on, just let us know. We'd be
yeah.
happy to come on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Spooky season, yeah, spooky season upon us.
Coming
Man, we
down,
love this
man.
time of year.
Coming down. My wife does the whole house, top to bottom. I mean, Halloween is her whatever. Other than Christmas, Christmas trumps it. But Halloween's a big. We got full size stuff all through the house, and all kinds of crazy whatever. She just loves it. So I'll have to show you and Rob our decorations when we get it all put together. So he's like, yeah.
He's getting excited. Yeah,
He's down.
we like
He's
to
like, yeah,
see
let's
that.
go, man. So, but yeah, it's super super cool, super fun. So you're not that far from Henry then.
No,
Oh,
Not,
okay,
not at
okay,
all. He's actually where he lives in San Antonio is pretty very close to where I
very
live.
close. Okay,
yeah, you're
okay,
probably
Very close.
depending on how many traffic lights we get in Henry. You're probably like about 5 to 7 minutes away from me.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
So,
okay,
I
cool,
think so. I
right,
would
yeah,
say
right. So
so.
so you're gonna set up a studio room eventually and have a whole
yeah.
scene
My
and
wife is
stuff.
actually, and it was my wife's idea. She says, and jokingly, I didn't think anything of it, but she did say this a couple weeks ago. Man, now that you and Rob are going to be internet celebrities, we got to get an area ready for you to
Yeah,
do that. And
And
yes,
it's
that's
just
true.
joking,
yes,
guys. When I say I had no expectations, I have no expectations. It was just about the fun. But yeah,
yeah,
definitely, and she's been saying, yeah, we could put this here, we could put this there. I was like, yeah, let's do it. So
yep,
we are in the process of doing that. So, like I said, if you guys do have us back, hopefully next time, Rob and I will be in our own little room, our studio, decked
yeah.
out with nothing but horror lights,
Definitely.
everything, you name it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I tell you, it doesn't take too much. I have octagon studio lights that I use for when I played music, and I just kept them. So I
Cool.
just got multicolored lights in the studio, uh, and a little bit of a backdrop and whatever, and you're rolling. Maybe
Yeah.
some smoke.
The
You get the smoke machines are
smoke. Yeah,
so
we got.
cheap. They're so
We're
cheap.
Halloween guys. We got the smoke machine ready to go.
Everything. I would do the whole room. It would be yeah, yeah. So definitely gonna be some cool stuff. So why don't we you know down the road we'll schedule another movie to kind of go through, and we'll go through the whole thing. Today I definitely sidetracked. It's the first time I've seen it, Rob. So I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah, no problem.
I'm done. Look, the movie's dead to me. No pun intended. But because I'm really just fixated on this whole thing. I think it's cool. I think it's cool as hell. So maybe I can get a puppet made up like Henry, and he could just sit here on a chair.
And we are,
I mean, but I think that so let's obviously you guys are right there. We'll certainly keep in touch with everything, um, and we'll link up our social medias and everything else, and have a show. Maybe we could do either a bi-weekly, even if it's a monthly show. Once a month we'll do a movie review and have the whole thing doing whatever, and set it all up and just see how it rolls, and you know you don't know till you do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that'll work.
I
That'll work.
gotta say that this is beyond a dream come true for me because not only do I get to do, I've always wanted to do a show on YouTube. Not only do I get to do that, I basically grew up listening to Morning Noise, Misfits, and all. I get to co-host a show with one of the guitar players in one of my favorite bands, and then the guests that we have met and had on the show so much influence. I mean,
Mhm.
when you know when I found out that Bobby and Diana from the Undead wanted to be on, I couldn't stop smiling after that because if you would have told me, hey, one of these days you're gonna have a show and the guy that was the guitar player in the Misfits and he's the Undead, Bobby Steele, he's gonna be on your show and they're gonna talk to you and I never thought in a million years that something like that would have happened or any of this, but I'm glad that it is happening, and I can say that it's beyond a dream come true. I really. seriously, because oh man, and then where is it gonna go from here? That's the real fun part of it.
Yeah,
That's all it is. It's all going up, man.
going
That's the
up.
only way it can go. It's
Kurt,
going up.
right?
Yep.
It's going up. We got people lined up. It's almost like now we're taking orders, so to speak. Okay, who's next? Okay, get in line, take a number. So before we were scraping. We were trying to who can we get on? I'm calling everybody I knew, every musician I knew, and Henry's reaching out. Now it's like, holy, what could happen next? We don't know. We really don't
Yeah.
know. But I think this is a good avenue to have a really cool show, especially when you get your studio together and you can really get things kind of lit up and some strobes
Yeah.
going, whatever. How are we going to work it? I'm looking forward to it. I am
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I think it's going to be cool as hell. So we'll pick a movie, whichever you guys want to do. Henry is the statistician. He knows all the ins and outs of. I'm more of just the movie goer guy who's like, I don't, I got to print out a stat sheet, when and this guy has it all memorized. He just, oh yeah, so and so played this and this, that, and the other, and he did the stunts and he did that. I'm like, I have no friggin' idea so that's kind of his role in this, is like have all the stats and facts and figures, and I'm just kind of like the deer in the headlight going, it was cool when a guy's head got blown off, wasn't it? So that's about as much as I know about the movie. But yeah. So you and Rob, anytime,
Thank you.
want to
Thank
come
you.
on, and we will. Yeah. So what do you feed him? Live rats? What's going on? Microwave mice? I mean, he's like,
What do you eat, Rob? You
you
gonna
don't
tell him
know.
what you eat? No, you tell him. All right. No more time for camera shy. You tell him. No. Brains. That's all Rob eats.
Brains.
Brains. Rob does not discriminate. Human brains,
Rat
rat brains, cat brains,
brains.
dog brains, even the brains that they sell in the grocery store. I don't know what they're called, but people who eat the organ meat, he'll eat anything he can get his hands on as long as it's
Oh my
brains.
God.
He loves brains.
Brains. That's what I'm talking about.
Rob's tried to bite me so many times. Luckily, he's never gone for my head. You never gone for my head, right? You can't. You're not gonna do that. You promise? What? You promise? All right. Yeah,
All right.
he's bitten me many times. Never gone for my head though, so I've been fortunate.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
little love bite from Rob. That's all. You'd be all right. So
Yeah.
so we'll hook up, and I want to thank you for coming on our show. I mean, I think this is so great, and that's probably a first. I got to say for us anyway. But I mean, for the Inertia channel, for what Henry and I have done, this is definitely a first. We definitely jumping off into some new waters here. But I think it's super cool, and we'll just hook it up and we'll figure it out. But again, thanks for coming out and entertaining us and obviously answering a bunch of questions about Rob here. And yeah, so I'll let kind of Henry do the wrap up, and we'll stop recording, but don't hang up.
Okay.
We're just gonna stop the show, and we'll still be on the TV camera. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, before we land the plane, where can people go if they want to see more like clips of Joe G and Rob the Zombie? I mean, what's the handle on TikTok?
So on TikTok, I am under Joe G. It's going to be at the original Joe G, but there is going to be an underscore in between all those words. So the underscore, original underscore, Joe underscore, and then G. On Instagram, they can find me the same at Joe G 589. Okay, so that's the two. TikTok does see everything first, but I do promise I upload it to Instagram and to the other socials. I did start uploading a few shorts on YouTube. It's not as many. Not to say YouTube's one's not better than the other, but we're just getting started. So
Yeah.
eventually we will build up that YouTube. YouTube, I'm at Life with Joe G, if you guys want to look for it. But there are just shorts on there. There's no full films. As we go out to more events, we got pumpkin patches coming up. We got haunted ghost tours coming up. Then that's when we'll start really utilizing YouTube and posting those longer videos of me and Rob going out. And I'm not talking about these, little 30-second videos. No, I'm talking about the 10-minute, the 15-minute videos when me and Rob go out. That's when we'll utilize YouTube a bit more. But right now, if you guys want to share on all of Rob the Zombie's adventures with them, say TikTok and Instagram are going to be your best bets right now.
Okay, cool. Okay, sounds good. I'm about to fire it up here in a minute when we get done. I got to check some of this stuff out. Uh, I'm intrigued. If we can get Rob the Zombie to like drive a car, man, I'm telling you.
We do have the San Antonio Fear Fest coming up in November. God, I'm drawing a mind blank. Ash versus the Evil Dead. His vehicle. What is that? The Plymouth.
hmm
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't
I think
remember.
so.
Okay, yeah.
That Plymouth.
Christine is going to be, that vehicle is going to be there also.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And you will be able to take pictures with these cars. So yeah, hopefully we are going to get Rob in the driver's seat, and we're going to get some pretty good photos of Rob there.
Oh, cool.
Our
That's
next
cool.
big convention will probably be in October at Big Texas Comic Con.
Okay.
There are some great celebrities going. So that'll be our next big one. But in between that, man, we'll just be hitting all these little smaller local events, getting out there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. That's our show for tonight. Of course, we're going to have Joe G and Rob back again soon. And with that,
Yeah.
we will see you in the next video.